Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down and nitty gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like drinking ayahuasca, people who do everything what everybody else likes to do. So if you like to get a pit bull because you think it's cute or some shit, you smoke marijuana, you smoke blunts, you like to drink and shit, you shouldn't be watching my videos. I made that I made that shit real clear from the beginning. All right, okay, here we go. I'm your friendly neighbor, Sexologist. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, you put it down below. Sometimes I talk just to get people to questions and ask questions because a lot of people are uneducated. And a lot of people are NPCs or EDBs, emotional douchebags. Okay, I have no time for emotional douchebags. When I tell you, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. All right. So let's begin with the topic for today. Today's topic will be about, Ilhan Omar. Okay, now you saw her picture and shit. So basically, I'm a political person to a degree. Okay, I'm a very balanced person, so I don't need to get too much into technicalities too much. But I'm just going to talk about some real hardcore common sense now here. Now, she put a bill up, which may occur and start in 2028. I'm not going to use, technical terms too much because that's not my cup of tea. I don't think that's alpha. I'm not going to try to fancy code and sugarcoat and be articulate enough with my words. I'm going to make it real simple, okay? Keep it clear. Keep it simple. And so she's going to start some bill in 2028. Stating that anyone who's making $75,000 or less should receive, $1,200. And also this pertains to all illegals as well, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. You got to think on both sides of the fence. You got to play devil's advocate here. Use common sense now. We already know that white folks have conquered this planet by 70%. We know this, right? So if you take away too much money from their own people, which is mainly white, we're not talking about minorities. Let's try to take away racism here. Let's try to take away that shit. All right? Think about this. What I'm about to say here. What I can't pronounce her name is Muslim. I know she is. She probably don't even believe in polygyny or anything, which most women should be into polygyny, but it gets out of hand when you don't have no order. But anyway, let's continue down here. I believe this should be a balance. The conquerors that came over to take over 70% of the world, which is predominantly white, should understand that there will be a backlash of minorities. And of course, minorities, some certain types of minorities are much more exotic than others, okay? And of course, I believe that if you don't have a balance, things will be destroyed. Okay, don't you agree with that? You got to have a balance. When there's too much teetering on one side, it will come onto the other side. There are some people in this world who are very greedy, okay? Now, I don't like seeing homeless in the street because I was homeless myself for 2 years. I know a lot of white folks who are actually homeless as well. And I know white folks was attacking themselves back in the past too, even in this country, okay? There's a minority white folk in this country too now here, right? Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm leading to with this. So I believe that there are people who choose poverty, all right? And people understand the history of this country has been dominated by conquerors. Okay? So, my message is that if the white gorilla says no, okay, it will happen so, regardless of who's standing on the podium or not. The dictators, tyrants, you call them whatever you see it. I believe in what Richard Spencer been saying. Okay? I believe in what Marcus Garvey been saying, okay? You have to actually segregate in order to see how the intellectual properties can grow, just like Black Wall Street. Now, I'm not talking about one side or the other. I'm just trying to talk about the positives now here. You see, Black Wall Street was destroyed by white folks, right? Okay, so they didn't have a chance, right? And most of their bodies cannot even be found. So that's a point of karma that white folks don't have to deal with. But if they came over conquering, they have to stay the same way. But the white folks tend to forget that there are other alien races too now. Okay, white people who have this God complex in their head. They believe that we can exterminate all blacks, and there'll be a portion of them say no, we're not going to have that. And those small portion of people said we're going to have a plan to protect blacks and minorities, and they're going to rise up. That small minority is going to be actually smarter than the huge minority. Okay, so think about whites on whites. Okay, let's focus on that. We're not thinking about illegals right now because I think that's wrong. And I told you before, when you bring in illegals, it waters down everybody's incomes, okay? Okay, they're illegals. They're not supposed to be in the first place. But she don't believe in that. She believes illegals should have money instead of being extorted back to their shithole of a country. I'm sorry to say it, okay, because I've been to a shithole. There's a lot of shitholes in the country, and there ain't no white folks there. There ain't no white folks. And of course, I've been to Africa. I got videos of the shit. I'm not, no disrespect to African people, but every race is different, okay? They think on different attributes. You just do your research, you'll find out yourself. I'm just trying to tell you, hey, all this computer technology, I don't think it's going to come from the black side. It's going to come from the alien side. See, the white folks is in the middle. Okay, white folks have the audacity to take advantage of the chalice. Okay, they drink the memory pill. Okay, so they can remember things better, be more articulate with certain technical aspects because they're more on that alien side. They're more like robots. They don't really have that much emotion, but they get things done. Think about Dr. Doom. Okay, Dr. Doom had to literally destroy 70% of the planet and kill his wife just to have a paradise, a dystopia, not a dystopia, but utopia. Okay, in order to have paradise. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a comic book fan. I don't remember all the details, but I know Dr. Doom. And also, the movie just came out, okay? Just passed, okay? Infinity Wars. And, I'm just like, hey, I'm getting a brain fart. But, other than that, please, guys, okay? You got to have a balance, okay? And if you don't have conquerors, dictators, that can cause, look at China. They got control over their people, but they got a lot more order over there. They got a lot more educated people over there. Be careful now. You see how it happens? When you have an alpha father in charge, they know what to do. They get rid of shit that's not useful to them, okay? And I try to tell everything about me or everybody around me. I say, if you're not useful, you only kick yourself out. The greatest thing about America, you have a choice. And since you have a choice, okay, it's up to you to make the wisest choice. Okay, let me see, okay, what I was going to say. Illegal immigrants should have no rights to any money. Okay, let me see. This country has been conquered by the white European or colonists, you want to call them. And you're going to need somebody with that glove, okay, to put their fist down. And that's why they got rid of Trump, okay. Anybody with a lot of power and a mindset, okay, and they talk direct to people. It's not the feminist movement, this good side of the feminist and evil side. I don't really try to get too much in the political side of it, but I don't sound uneducated at all. I'm just trying to talk about facts. I'm just trying to say there's no balance. If it tips on one side too much, it's going to fall over, okay? All right? And to me, this is an exciting time because I'm going to say this. I love fucking chaos. And what's going to happen is that we're going to see a lot of racism pop its ugly heads up. And I made a video about this, but it's probably deleted now. It's called The White Gorillas. They sit on the outskirts of America. They're the ones who protect their business and corporations. I already said this time and time again. When too many white folks they still want slavery, that causes a clash because capitalism defeats slavery. Capitalism defeats slavery. So it's up to you to either have servants or slaves. Servants or slaves. And which one is going to be? Servants, you're capitalists. And if you're a master, you do shit for free. You tell that bitch what to do, okay, right? That's just how it is. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. I think this should be a very important, okay, I can't articulate because I just woke up. I can't articulate, I didn't take my ginseng, okay. But other than that, I believe in Richard Spencer and Marcus Garvey, because even Marcus Garvey agreed with separation and shit, the color races. But that's not going to work, okay? You literally have to move out of the country, okay? And start somewhere else. Like in Africa, they're already segregated over there. They're already segregated by colonists and shit. And I said, hey, you see what happens over here when the colonists come over with their religion and shit and force people to do things, and Muslims and the Christians, all that false religious doctrine, okay? And they fight against monks. He wanted a mother so they can take control of the human race. And of course, that's all I really want to say. I don't really have nothing else to say. But I believe that he should reduce. This is the thing I wish could change. People who's actually making making 30,000 is living a comfortable life. They just have too many excesses, stuff like that's too much money. I said, imagine I lived in the streets and I make 30,000 a year. That's rich to me. Jesus Christ! Why would she say that? I know the illegal thing is completely wrong, but 75,000, okay. 75, you making 75, like who are you making? You know how much shit you can do if you making 30,000 a year? I have 2 houses and a decent ass car. I don't know what kind of math this comes from, but I'm like, how do you give $1,200 to someone who's already making $75,000 or even $30,000? As a matter of fact, that's too much money. Okay, to me, that's too much money. Even where you live at, okay, it looks like if you could just easily move out with $30,000, okay, go somewhere else, okay. That's whatever salary that is. I don't. When I come across white women in my past, when I used to be a fetish gigolo, and I see their houses and shit, I'm like, they living fucking comfortable, and they have the audacity to complain to me they ain't making enough money. I said, where you putting your money at? $30,000. Your mortgage ain't all that. It's only like less than 20% of your income. Where's the rest of the money going? So that's a lie. Yeah, no. I make less than fucking $15,000, and I'm comfortable right where I'm at, in my little box with my daughters here. I don't understand that type of logic. If I make less than $15,000 and you got $30,000, where the fuck is your money going? That some of that money, you know what I wish they would do? I already made this video and I know it's probably deleted. What they should do is create a tax for the poor. All right, but it's already there. I believe that when they take Social Security, they take portion of that money and put it in the military, because we need our military to be the best in the world. We have to take that. You have to take that into account. Americans must be protected. This is the biggest corporation in the world. Okay, we are all sacrificial pieces. And I'm going off the tangent here now. Now, when I see this and I see her put that up there, I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on with people who are mentally ill? Some people didn't choose to be in poverty. Some people choose to be in poverty, and some people have no choice because they're mentally ill. What about the mentally ill? Okay, don't they get a double? If you say they should get $1,200, shouldn't the mentally ill get like $2,400? That doesn't make any sense. That shit makes a lot of sense. Because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. People call me mentally ill. Okay? So I said, hey, you know, it's just a big difference between being delusional and being truthful when you know you got the facts in front of you, but doctors don't listen to me. They think I'm schizo completely. I see, it's okay. I don't care. My voices tell me some shit. My voices told me shit, and it just happened. And I told the doctors, and I told my fucking psychologist. I learned a lot from the psychologist, especially when they say she's fucking a Christian or some shit. She's already delusional that there is. I'm like, you're a Christian? I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you because you calling me delusional, and you're the one who's delusional. How you gonna call someone delusion when you're the one with the bigger delusion? All right, that doesn't make any sense. But I get paid. I get paid. Since I was in the streets and since I did all of the good works I have done, I've been blessed. Okay, I don't take that much money of American workforce or anything like that. I worked. I actually tried to work. Okay, worked over 15 years of my goddamn life. But other than that, I went through the court system. I went through the psych. Oh my motherfucking God. I can't sleep sometimes, though. So that's the only negative. I can't focus sometimes. That's another negative, okay? But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. But other than that, you guys got to understand that, you know, if you don't stop this, I don't like what she's doing about the illegal immigrants. I don't know what her philosophy is. I don't know who she is. But I think she's on the right path. Just like the other female, you got to hear both of their sides. You got to hear why they say what they say. There's even some white, so-called white folks who are pretty popular. I forgot her name. It was a woman who's teaching white folks how to understand what the history of America is. I don't know her name. But if my memory is pretty good, I remember her name. I heard her name and I watched her a couple times. She was talking about how white folks have to give back to what they have done. It's called karma, because that shit gonna come back. And then we're gonna have a whole bunch of white racists coming up. These real racists gonna be coming up, popping motherfuckers, trying to kill blacks, trying to kill Mexicans, okay, trying to kill everybody and shit. I'd rather focus on the gangsters. I'd rather focus on the mothers. I say, hey, you know, I talk to crackers all the time, man. And some of them are racist. And I say, hey, don't be jealous because of I didn't ask to be motherfucking black. I used to be a personal carrier. I swear to God, man. And I would come up upon some racist white folks. I had to wash their ass and their paintballs and shit. Me, I didn't like to do it, but that's part of my job. And now I have a personal psychological conversation with them. And lots of the motherfuckers are racist, okay? But I'm in their house, washing their balls, cleaning their house, and I'm like, damn, man, this is almost everywhere. I don't see no blacks. I don't take care of blacks. Take care of more whites. But, of course, since these old cracker knuckleheads, okay, talking to me and stuff, and they was like, oh, some of them give me vital information and shit. And I said, why? And I asked them, I said, you know, why these niggas are so yada, yada, yada? Because the black mothers, the black women that were in the houses, they were indoctrinating the white women for the, you know, that's where the Gloria Steinem came in and shit. And then they created the CIA project and shit. And they said they could monopolize. It's all about monopolization. It's all about capitalization. It's all about capitalization, baby. Gloria Steinem, she did it. Okay. So now when you see violence and chaos occur, it's because of money. Everything is about money. No longer is about slavery no more, because if you don't have slavery, you have a modern day slave. All right. The modern day slave is you being a servant to the white masters who got these jobs out there. All right. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. What else is there to say? Marcus, you know who Marcus Garvey is. Now, Marcus Garvey tried to actually do something in America, but he was exiled by the Jewish, Jewish people and white people. They work together. This is what I'm told, okay? So I'm not saying it's true. Don't get mad at me. White folks, certain types of white folks and Jewish people, they work hand in hand together. This is it throughout the Bible. The Bible is written by them individuals, Romans, Greeks, Roman, Greek, Hellenization. You think I'm stupid? But they work together so they can capitalize on people's ignorances, okay? And since we already know that we're humans, we gotta have some sort of balance. And there's other species too that's really not human. Wink, wink, okay? So you gotta be careful with that shit too. That's a little bit harder to control when someone's not really a human in a human body. That's some deep shit there. Yeah, I go off deep in on that shit. But of course, I keep it simple, okay? I'm not gonna get too much technical with you guys, okay? I know y'all need you to do your own research on what I'm saying, okay? There's some people who may articulate themselves better than me. I don't care. Go find them. I already know that information. Yeah, that's me, but I'm not going to try to be too, because my memory is not all that good. It's not my pituitary gland. It's not my pineal gland. All right, okay? Because I know some guys say, your pineal gland is calcified. No, it's not. I don't eat bad foods. I don't eat too many sugars. I don't eat starches. I don't eat bacon. I don't eat meat, all like that. Why do you think I have this shit? Why do you think I have this shit? Huh? You think I'm conceited? You think I'm conceited? No, I'm fucking paranoid. Other than that, that's all I really want to say about it. If you need some counseling, some guidance, women or men or anything, come to me. I'm eccentric as fuck. I am not like everybody on in here. I can talk to you for 2-3 hours. Straight up, okay? I am not a boring person. Now, I've never been called boring before. If a bitch tell me I'm boring and actually she know I talk too much and all this is, that bitch is boring. And I'll kill her ass for her saying that shit. Alright? And get away with it. But anyway, I digress here. So, check it out. I put her link, that link of the article, inside the description box, okay? Read it. Read it. Figure it out, okay? So, I'm giving a heads up to all you racists. Richard Spencer's, alt-rights. Hey, taking over. This is a white country. I said, you know what I say to black folks and poor people? I said that, okay, one can save some money and go to another country. Let this be a white country, okay? I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I know diversity can work. That's what they're doing. As a matter of fact, the aliens invaded the bodies of white folks in order to make America. But that's another story for another day. You don't know what I'm talking about there. But that's what they told me, so I ain't gonna worry about explaining that to you. But please understand this. The space should be white. Because they conquered it, right? So don't let it be changed. That's them, okay, right? That's called respect, right? You've been conquered, right? Indian people have been conquered. They say Native Americans have been here, right? So disrespect it. You lost, okay? Now, it's up to you, you're in America, to go out of the country, okay? And find some other countries. You could conquer countries yourself if you're smart enough, right? Okay, so don't complain about how America is. You see how this woman, she's a Muslim and shit, and this is also a Mexican female, okay? I don't know her name. These names and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing up there? How did she get up there? Isn't this a white country? I respect white folks. I respect black folks, okay? I'm like, holy shit, what's happening? Who's taking the money now, okay? Where's the capitalist gonna go? Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I've been talking for almost 20 minutes for you guys. I hope you learned something from it. I'm not no coon on them. No, you got me mixed up. I just don't like what a lot of niggas say, oh, we stronger than white folks. I say, I can't stand that fucking conversation. But I'm out of here. Because I got a lot of white friends. Okay, and on top of that, I don't think they're going to let me go. I've been in the gutter sometimes. But they got me out. So there ain't no black folks helping me. So I don't know what you're going to say about that. I'm out of here, guys. Even rich black folks I talk to, I say, you know, I know you got some money, okay? With my money, bitch, okay? I'm out of here, guys. Peace.